Hello! Howdy! Welcome! Oh my gosh, what's this? You can see my hands! And they can move! In fact, all of me can move! Isn't that exciting? Also, what a smile! Oh my! Wow, That's right, Critter has located, like a thing I can use to, I forgot you had this model. Yeah, Critter has located a thing I can use, and so that I can move completely in the third dimension. Holy cannoli. It's, you know, a little rough. It's a free, thing, so it's not gonna be perfect. There's some kind of lagginess, and you guys are on a slight delay. Like, if I go, it takes a second for it to register my hands snapping, but for at least for now, until I get like some kind of VR headset or something. Super exciting. I must say. The face is perfect. I feel like the face, it tracks me so much better, for the face at least. Like the model did it well enough, but like if I smile, that's me. Yeah, look at, I'm really impressed with the finger tracking as well. Like that's full articulation right there. Fancy schmancy. So yeah, super exciting. It means you guys get to see how often I fiddle around with my hair, how often I adjust my glasses, and how much I talk with my hands. I can flip you off now. Would Twitch allow that? Is that surely Twitch wouldn't have a problem? I'll just flip you off with my ring finger instead. So yeah, wow, this means that just chatting streams get to be so exciting and fun because I get to move so much now. That's the big news of the day, I must be honest. I had thought about doing something else. But then Critter was like, Twiins! Thing! And I was like, okay. So yeah, I had to get it all set up, figure out how it works. It wasn't too hard. And so now here we are, and we're just chitting and chatting. Only seen one other streamer with this kind of tech. I feel like, so you need more, usually, if you want it to look, like, good. You get a, you need a VR headset, and then, like, a model in VR, basically. So, I bet you, it's the last fan. Howdy. But yeah, I'm sure actually a lot of indie VTubers use this kind of thing. The problem is that a lot of them are just really small, so you don't know about them. Yeah, Critter being like Twiins. Sister. Blood relative. Sibling. Can you do the blood gang sign? I don't know what that looks like. So no. Can you do the hand wiggle? What is the hand wiggle? I can do jazz hands. I can... Oh! You mean the... Howdy. Howdy. But yeah, I've got hands now. Isn't that... Howdy. Isn't that exciting? I'm excited. I'm at least excited for the hands. Technically, it's full body tracking, but my camera is, like, too high up. If I back up, it doesn't see my legs, so things get all weird. But you probably saw that, like, I can turn. I can rotate. So, it's neato. And eventually I can use the other model, like the OG one that I've got, because, like, I made one, and then Critter made this one. Oh my gosh, Plant Doug appears. I will summon the boy. Here comes the boy. Who remembers that? There he is. Wow, what a guy. But, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, that I can use the other model as well. But the thing is, I don't remember where I put that file. So, I'll need to figure that out if I want to use it. for fancy 3D hands. Human Doug also appears. Oh my. Oh, we've got another Plant Doug, so we'll also bring Roseberry in. So hang on, we got Human Doug, so I'll make Plant Doug smaller. There you go. And then we'll move Human Doug. Get over here. There you go. And now Roseberry is somewhere. I've got a lot of shit in this file that I ought to, like, clean that up. Cool. Roseberry can stay over there. There you go. Wow. Pet Roseberry. This hand really wants to get involved, I guess. And then also I can touch Doug. Hang on, let me touch him. Oh, I can pat his head too, hang on. Roseberry looks like they don't want to be here. Yeah, Roseberry looks like that. He's got an attitude. But yeah, everyone, a round of applause to Critter. It struggles with fast movements. But yeah, way to go, Critter. Thank you for pointing me in the direction of this fancy schmancy tech. Hooray. Looking like a standee that you have in your room. Yeah, he's really stiff. Like watching a baby learn how to walk. Yeah. It's cause it's on a delay. Like if I lift my hand, I lift it now. Okay, and then it takes a second. So everything's gotta be a little, you know. Now you guys get to see me when I get my sips of water. That's what I'm doing. Instead of just me, like, A-posing for a second and then coming back to you. Yeah, you get to see how often I fiddle-dee-dee with my hair. So exciting. This is so exciting. I'm excited. Can we see a rage face? I don't know. I don't know if Critter let me rage. There you go, that's the best I got. The big issue is if I were raging. Like, I'm playing a video game, you know? I'm playing a game. Oh, and I'm doing bad. I'd start to move a lot more, and it would struggle to track me. Sister, you're not allowed to get mad. Exactly. So, yeah, this is... It's dark outside. This is really exciting. I was so excited. Yesterday, I was like, okay, I want to talk about the Sanrio boys, but I had also been like, I can't wait. I can't wait to show off my hands. It's so fancy. I feel so fancy. You don't even know. I was even thinking about this. I was like, I want to be able to be in the third dimension, and I'd still like to also get like a headset, like a VR headset, so I can actually move around and stuff too. That sounds like super fun. But I was like, golly, I wish I could have hands. And then Critter, like the next day, Critter flies in and she's like, hey, you want hands? Twiins' model shaking violently when she can't figure out a Zelda puzzle. For me, liking Zelda as much as I do, I really suck at the puzzles. And I kind of always have. Usually, when we were little, when we would play video games, I would play, and Critter would hang out with me and watch. And she'd help with puzzles. And there's a part of me that thinks that the only reason why I finished any game was because I had Critter there to tell me how to do the puzzles. Or to at least keep me entertained. And now that's what you guys do. Want to see another Getting Over It stream with this model? I deleted Getting Over It off of my computer. I still have it on Steam. I could re-download it, and I got myself a, external hard drive. So, because I'm running out of space on my computer. And now I'll have space on my computer again. It's really, really exciting for me because there was a game I saw. Oh my gosh, I want to play with you guys so bad you don't even know. It was called like Tiny Field? Tiny Pond? Hang on, I took a picture of it because I was so damn excited about it. Hang on. Tiny Glade. It's called Tiny Glade, and you can check it out on Steam. It looks charming as nuts, and I saw it and I was like, I want to play that so bad. So I want to do that on Monday, assuming I get all my shit together and I put some of my crud on my new external hard drive so I can have space on my PC for games. The one where you do garden? I don't know, I just saw like a pretty grass physics. And a cute building. So that's my plan. Is maybe next Monday, maybe the Monday after that. To do that. Cause that and I hope my computer can handle it. That's the thing though, I haven't streamed a PC game since I got this computer. I think I had planned on... No! That's right, well I did Getting Over It. I remember I had thought about replaying through Hylix to like show off my PC upgrade because my old computer, everything was pretty chunky. I can't believe you guys watched the PowerPoints that I was streaming, you know? But then I never did. But yeah, I can't remember. But did I have my model available while doing, because I've only got one monitor, so it's like just the game on screen usually, unless if I can window it. So if I can, that's right, I've played like a bunch of Chillizards games. Never mind, I'm dumb, I can't remember anything. It's been a long time since I did a good Chillizard game. I really liked them to a point, but also I feel like every one of his games has a problem where it's like, oh, this is scary. Okay, I'm not scared anymore. And then there's like a puzzle that is ludicrously obtuse and impossible to like get. And it's like, how am I supposed to figure that out? You know? So. Yeah. Also, I feel like he just hasn't made another game. Like, I don't know. Usually people are all over playing his games and I just haven't seen anyone playing them. So either the hype has died down for Chillizard or he's just slowed down, and I hope if either of them, I hope it's the second one, because he was really cranking games out, but I feel like letting himself take a little bit of time to make sure they're good might be a good idea. A PowerPoint stream would be fun though. I mean, technically I often use PowerPoint for when we're talking about designs together. Like last stream, I just copy and pasted all the guys into PowerPoint, Google Slides. So so technically, I do that, but I don't do presentations, I suppose. I could do presentations. I guess the closest thing I've got to that would be the artist stream that I did. We're talking about artists that I liked, because that was, once again, on PowerPoint, and I actually, you know, presented information in that one. But, hell yeah, I love giving PowerPoints. The only thing I remember with the 3D old model is that you couldn't draw and use it at the same time. Yes. I don't really use, I consistently use my PNG model when I do art streams because I'm always looking down. I'm talking down into my lap like that. And predominantly, face tracking stuff would lose me. You know, so while this one can actually register that I'm looking down, previously, it would, like, I would look down too far, and the model would just kind of go back to default instead of like tracking me looking down, which is why I tend to use the PNGs for art streams. Oh, that's okay, because I made so many outfits for my PNG anyway. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice to get to use them. But yeah, theoretically, I could use this for art streams. I feel like that's an awful lot to have going, though. There's like, there are 2 systems that need to be running for me to stream with this, and then I add on top of that my art program. I feel like that's just a lot. Just a lot for Computer Coon to handle. PowerPoint is for conspiracy videos. Oops, caps lock. What kind of apple did you get, Cereza? Was it a Honey Crisp? Honey Crisps are good. They're probably the best apple. I'm not big on apples in general. I don't like them. I don't like that they're messy, and I don't like how sweet fruit are. If I want sweets, I want, like, chocolate. I want baked goods. I want vanilla. I don't like fruit sweet. But if I have to have an apple, Honey Crisps are the best. And Red Deliciouses are the worst. Their name is a lie. So yeah, but yeah, what kind of apple did you get? Or was it a Honey Crisp? Going on in my world, Project Sekai. Time for me to talk about Project Sekai. Are you ready? Okay, so it's the anniversary happening right now. Yay, very fun, super exciting. So I'm saving up my gems for gachas, happening in the future. And that's all fine, and I'm like, I don't need anything from the anniversary, but you get to do a lot of pulls, and there is some exciting stuff, and I've got extra, so I've done some pulls. And then I got it in my head, and I was like, what if I got Tsukasa? Because there's a Tsukasa card. And I'm like, well, I don't need it. The outfit is fine. The art is really nice, but the outfit is just fine. But then on the other hand, I'm like, but I have Kanade, and I could put them next to each other, because I think they're cute together. And again, I'm like, and also, I only have one 4-star Tsukasa card. So maybe I get another one here, but I don't want to use all my gems. And so that's what I'm kind of currently debating with. It won't be an issue if I do some extra gachas. I can save up again, leading to the event that I'm, like, saving for. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's, like, the thought process in its entirety. I'm kind of just waiting it out. I'm waiting to see what happens by the end of the event. I'm doing, bonus gachas when I can. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's easy to rank up enough gems to do to do gachas right now, so it's fine. It's on my brain constantly. You need Tsukasa, after all. Tsukasa es Mikasa. Wow. What is on my computer? What do I get? Is this ketchup? I've got schmutz on my desk. It confused me. I was so flabbergasted by the Sukasa joke. The lot just happened all at once. Hang on. Throw that away. So yeah, I want to get the Sukasa, but I don't know. I don't want to spend like a bunch of money to do that. That's just how gachas work. That's the long and short of it. That's the big thing going on with me. Also, Baldur's Gate. Talking about Baldur's Gate time. So in Baldur's Gate, I'm starting my 3rd playthrough. My plan for this one is to romance Halsin. Hooray, he's the druid that you can fuck as a bear, but I don't want to fuck him as a bear. It's just how everyone knows him. Anyway, so, step 1. Yeah, my 3rd playthrough. I'm having a really fun time with Baldur's Gate. I'm playing as a warlock. That's fun. What am I saying? Right, so my plan is to romance Halsin. However, Halsin doesn't join your party until you get to Act 2. And so I'm going through Act 1, normal, totally fine, everything's fine. But, you know, your character, your friends, like, they still do their normal interactions with you where you can flirt with them. And I'm like, I shouldn't fuck Astarion again, because I have fucked him for the first 2 playthroughs I did. And I was like, I shouldn't do it again. I can't fuck him in every playthrough. And so I haven't gotten to that point yet. But instead what happened is that Gale, the wizard, you know, he has his interaction with you when you become friends enough, and you have the opportunity to flirt with him. And I was like, flirt. Oh, why did I do that? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't need to follow through. Like, it's not like you flirt with a character, then you're locked into their romance. But I was just like, why did I flirt with him? Why? What's wrong with me? Yeah, that's, Act 1 is hard when you're romancing Halsin, because it's just me, like, sweaty gripping my controller. Twiins has discovered the addictive X. Fuck the bear, and then Coral Palette says, I will fuck the bear for you, don't worry. You guys are loons. But also, okay, so I made myself a warlock, and I made myself very cool. I accidentally kind of stole all of Will's gimmicks. So, mostly what that means is I made my character and they're very cool. It's a tiefling, very cool, and she's got one red eye and one purple eye, because I couldn't decide. I was like, oh man, they both look good, so let's do heterochromia. And then I was like, oh, and then I can have a tattoo, a cool, like, I've got a scar going kind of across the face, and a cool tattoo that kind of looks like the faint whisper of magic coming out of the purple eye. Ha ha ha, that's so cool, that's so neato. And then I was like, shit, that's just Will. Will has that exact same thing. He has one eye that's stone and one eye that's normal. He's got, like, obvious scars on his face. And I was like, I'm just stealing his whole vibe. He's even also a warlock. I even stole his class. So, oops. But also, a problem with that is not only am I an aesthetics thief, but I had planned on, so Volo the bard is willing to try to help you remove a tadpole from your brain. And that's all you need to know. And he does that by, basically poking your eye out with a giant needle. And, whoops. Okay, he wasn't able to help with the tadpole, and he made you lose an eye. So he'll replace your eye with one that can always see invisibility. But I was like, shit! I made my cool design with my heterochromia! I don't want to fuck that up with a fake eye! So, I'm thinking about maybe having one of my, companions do the Volo quest instead. It's just a matter of deciding who. Bonus fact, Will cannot do Volo's surgery, because Will only has one eye. The other one is stone. So, a little fun fact for you. That's what's been going on with me. Twiins will instinctively flirt with Astarion. He lays it on so thick in Act 1. In Act 1, he says pretty words every damn time you talk to him. Oh, and the interaction where he sucks your blood is like super horny. I can't help it. The game makes it so easy to flirt with him. It's like, shit. I can't do this every time. I was just about to share the Will I fun fact. Isn't it a fun fact, Danny boy? Welcome. I feel like Danny boy's never here. It's nice to see ya. Seems like Twiins likes forward men. I like villains, but I also like demons. That's the thing. There's a guy. I'm gonna Google him. I'm gonna Google him for you. Get him in here. Okay, cause I'm kind of just going about my life. Playing Baldur's Gate and collecting husbands. I already talked about many of them in previous streams, but I like collected a new husband, and I was like, this feels very sudden self for me to fall in love with this character, and I was like, yeah, it sure was, but we are in love with him, so what are you gonna do? And it's like, well, shit, I guess I've gathered another husband. And the thing is, I'm such a sucker for tieflings. Here, yeah, we'll keep that there. If you know the game, you will know who it is. It's Zevlor. What an evil sounding name, right? Hang on. Now let me grab an image of him for you. Fiddling into my files. I've got lots of files. I've got too many files. That's the problem. Okay, there he is. I can't explain this. I was like, Zevlor's pretty handsome. And then very suddenly I was like, no, I'm in love with him. So, that's what's going on with me. I like a lot of things. I like demons. I like them a whole lot. Where's the wall? Where's my wall? There we go. Put him back there. Alright. So yeah, we can just have Zevlor back there. Is Baldur's Gate the same as D&D? Yes, it is very heavily inspired by D&D. In fact, I think it's partnered directly with Wizards of the Coast. So yeah, if you understand D&D, you can understand Baldur's Gate and vice versa. Like, it's got the same spells. Generally the same pantheon, but there are some, original, deities and at least one original race. So yes, Baldur's Gate equals D&D. If only the NPCs could also be romanced. I feel like Roland is Twiins type. Fascinating. I mean, he's, like, handsome, but I cared so little about Roland that in my first playthrough, I didn't even recognize him when I found him in the city. The husband collector, wouldn't that be a harem? Yes. Demonstrably, yes. Most of the files are probably just lewds of her husband collection. No, it's a lot of videos, because, I make those, so I have to, like, have footage, and then also I've got my videos that I edit, so that's what it is. And then I've got a lot of Project Sekai folders. I've got folders for, like, because I'll just not delete folders after I make a video. So I've got, like, multiple folders full of PNGs from Project Sekai. That's what ends up happening. And then eventually I'll clear it out, but it never helps that much. Twiins, hear me out. I'm ready. I'm ready to hear you out. You don't even know how much I'm ready to hear you out, Cereza. Listen, I fell in love with Zevlor. You know how I'm not too hard to please, I think. Twiins, I must ask, did you think Will got hotter when he became a devil? I think Will is consistently hot across the board. I don't think the addition of horns makes him uglier or more attractive. I think Will is just a handsome fella. The horns just look right. Like, he has the horns for so long that, like, when I see fan art of Will without the horns, I'm like, that's not right. That's not Will. He's got the horns. Because if he doesn't have the horns, that means he killed Karlach, and that means you're doing an evil playthrough. Like, he was clearly intended to always become a fiend. Hence why, because that means the whole crew is conveniently different races. Because otherwise, if he doesn't become a fiend, you've got 2 humans on the party, with him and Gale. But, and I remember seeing that and being like, that's weird. You know, everyone else is conveniently a different race. How come these 2 both get to be humans? And then the fiendening happens, and it's like, oh, that's why! It's so, because he wasn't supposed, he was always intended to become a fiend. And I think he looks handsome in both ways. His eyes are certainly more striking when he becomes a fiend. The horns, I don't mind too much, you know, whatever. But the eyes, they really pop once he gets his fiend eye going. Twiins' collection of TikTok edits of her husbands. It's fan art. I've got a whole folder on my phone. It's called Cool Backgrounds, which is, really, it's just code for things to become my wallpaper that aren't porn. Like, I can't just have straight up porn as my phone wallpaper, because I do go outside. But it'll be like, not necessarily not safe for work, but maybe frowned upon at work, kind of, you know, shirtless men, fan arts. And I do remember one time, wow, a double bot. Everyone ignore the bots. Don't interact with them. They're stinky and dumb. There was one time, it was one of the guys from Honkai Star Rail I had as my phone screen background. It was like him without a shirt on. And I didn't even think about it. I opened my phone in front of someone to get to my calculator. And then I go, ignore my phone. Like, as it took me a second to, like, remember, like, oh, wait. I just have a shirtless anime guy as my phone screen. It's so cringe. Should have given Will a tail. I don't know. I wouldn't want him to be, like, just a tiefling. Tails are pretty cool, but I like the horns. I like that he's got, like, pretty sizable ones. I feel like predominantly a lot of the horns that the tieflings can have are, just kind of, I don't know, itsy bitsy. And it's like, where are the big ones, you know? Surely we gotta have somebody with a crazy horn going on. Yes, I agree though. Should have had at least one short race companion. Allison is playing as a halfling, and seeing her run around, it's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious, and it's so fun seeing, like, that height difference. So, I agree. Should have been at least a dwarf, you know? Just one. It's called hentai and it's art. Like a modern locket with a picture of your lover. Yeah, except my lover it's moreover a modern locket, and it's like a picture of, like, Superman, you know? Like, it's it's not a real guy. That was cringe having a K-pop idol as your wallpaper. I don't know. I guess that's okay. At least that's a human. You know, that's the thing. I'll never forget my manager, Sandy Lady. This was a while ago, but I was talking about One Piece and how I was in love with Mihawk. Is that his name? In love with Mihawk. And she's seen, like, the live action One Piece. And she was like, wait, you talk about the actor, or are you one of those people who are, like, attracted to cartoons? And I was like, both. I need to go. I felt like such a loser. Have halflings are so cute when they take a step down. They sit on the ledge. I know, I noticed that. It was so cute. I think it's hilarious that when Allison sneaks, so when normal, oh my gosh, potential spam, get out of here. When normal, full-sized, I guess, full-sized players, so human-sized, when they sneak, you know, they crouch, and, you know, they crouch around and they sneak. When the littlies sneak, by all accounts, they don't crouch at all, and if anything, they get taller, so they can dunk 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 on their tippy toes, you know? It's just funny. Speaking of One Piece, have you seen the actors announced for season 2? I haven't. I saw that season 2 got announced, but I haven't seen like any of the actors or characters. So I should look into that because I should watch the live action One Piece. I just should do it. It looked fun. It looks fun. I don't have Netflix. But the manga was so boring, and everyone says the live action one is good. And seeing like clips of it and reviews, I must agree, it looks good. So, I should, but no, I haven't yet. Just made some new fan art of you with, oh my gosh, with my new upgrade. Did you post it to Tweeter? To the Tweeter Totter? Let me check. I'm looking, and now it's a race. I'm opening up Twitter. Hang on. There I am. That's me. Very low down face you've given me. Bullying me. All I need is live action Buggy. People really seemed to fall for live action Buggy. He seemed nice enough, I suppose. What I'm waiting for is my myriad of husbands, honestly. So I'm lucking out. You know, we've already got Mihawk, Zoro, Sanji, and the other big one is Law, obviously. But there's a lot of handsome dudes in One Piece. Twitch just gave me a notification that sub prices are going up. Ew. The question is, does that mean you as a streamer get more money, or just Mr. Bezos? Well, I don't know. Mr. Bezos hasn't told us any of that, or if they have, it's in an email that I haven't read yet. There's a part of me that hopes that would, you know, benefit the streamer, but, I don't know. I do know, a word on the street is that giving bits, I believe, is, like, way more expensive on mobile. Like, basically, if you're gonna, like, donate or anything, you should just do it on your PC, because it's like extorting people on mobile, basically, is the long and short of it. So, really cool. I love that. Slash sarcasm. One Piece is getting a second anime adaptation, which is going to be far more condensed. Fascinating. See, that might be actually worth watching, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, I'm not gonna watch the One Piece anime. I know that it's a bunch of filler, and the manga is already too long. So I don't need them fucking around on, you know, on Stinky Butts Island for, you know, some amount of time while they waited for Oda to finish a chapter. Kind of a deal. Two One Piece guys I think could be Twiins' husbands are Crocodile and Katakuri. I am Googling them. I'm gonna start with Katakuri, because that's a name that will be harder for me to remember. Yeah, because Google and Apple Play stores can charge you as well. That's crazy. That's bananas. One Piece. Katakuri. I'm Googling them. Images. Show me a handsome man. No. No, I'm not into him. Katakuri is a miss. I'm Googling Crocodile now. Crocodile. He's okay. Yeah, he's alright. He's a solid. That's some good art. Crocodile can join the husband harem. Oh, thanks for the bit. 1 bit. You can help me out a little bit. Every character's like 2 times whiter too? What do you mean, like in the new anime? Aren't they all already white? Except for maybe Usopp? I wanna know. I haven't seen enough of One Piece to have any outstanding opinions on any of it. The old anime by Toei. Yeah, they drag out every scene. Yeah, that's just how anime was back then. Dragon Ball was like that too, honestly. It's like, they all were doing their best to try to give us consistent anime with stories that were years away from being finished, while also having no money. So it's just like, goddamn. They still do it. They still do what specifically? Have no money? Try to make anime with unfinished stories to work with? I mean, I'm not surprised, you know. But, the anime was just crazy back then. It really was. It was the Wild West, I'm gonna say, of entertainment. It looked great though. And you know what? This is gonna be an R-rated opinion. So get everyone calm down a little bit. I'm gonna talk about something a little adult. But here's an adult hot take. Hentai was better back then. Okay, I gotta just say it. They actually had to animate things better. It felt like the characters actually interacted. They actually had weight. Hentai nowadays is just it's bad. It's just not good. What can I say? This is better in the past. That's it. That's the hot take. The opinion ends. We don't need to extrapolate. It's just, it is how it is. But anyway. I'm not into how much they keep adding, like, shine and bullshit. I don't know. It feels like they just want to try to make hair interesting. And the only thing they can think of is make the hair really shiny and glossy. Or, what if everyone's hair faded to another color? And it's like, listen, honey, we don't have to. It doesn't always have to be a fade. We could just have a character with like 2-toned hair, you know? Or maybe a character with just 1 color in their hair, you know? What a concept. Everyone calm down. Whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I don't love how anime be looking. That's the thing. That's why I think it's ludicrous when people say anime art style, because depending on the year, that changes completely. The anime art style back in the 80s was everyone copying Rukimo Takahashi and Sailor Moon. The anime art style now is everyone trying to copy One Piece, or no. The other one. What's it called? Sword Art Online. You know, and I feel like we're entering a phase where people are kind of trying to copy. It's like got some Dr. Stone in it. It's got some Demon Slayer in it. It feels like we're entering a new phase of anime art style. But that's the thing. It's why it's hilarious to me when people are like, anime looks like that. Because first of all, no it doesn't. Not all of them. That's the thing. That's like saying cartoon art style. It's like The Simpsons' eyes are completely different to like, even like something like American Dad eyes, you know? And they're like the same genre. Versus, you know, Bob's Burgers. You know, all these characters look completely different, but I'm rambling. The bigger thing is, we don't even have to split hairs when it comes to anime art style, because the decade changes so much. And that's, personally, I really like a lot of the aesthetics of old anime, and I've been trying to, like, distill what it is I like about them. I know I like their eyes and I like their hair, but I gotta, like, really, like, you know, enter Super Saiyan artist mode and actually do some, like, art theory about what I like about how old anime looks versus new anime. I know I feel like new anime, everything looks kind of flat. Hair especially will just be, I don't know, it's just a lot of like flat hair. Without it becoming like, how do we, you know, everyone needs to look like Yugi Moto. I'm not saying that. But yeah, I gotta think about it. Gotta think about, Twiins hentai nowadays lacks a certain je ne sais quoi. But yeah, whatever. That's it. One Piece has always stood out though. It's one of those kind of like Dragon Ball, you know, where other people try to emulate it and no one can really get it exactly right, kind of a deal. Like, people have obviously tried to gank off of Dragon Ball's aesthetic before, One Piece's aesthetic before. Nothing new with that, and it's not going to stop anytime soon because they're ludicrously popular. But none of them really quite have that life that the original style has, you know, through Toriyama and through Oda. Even with people getting very good at emulating those art styles, you don't even know how many... Oh no, I've got the hiccups. You don't even know how many fellas I've seen drawing a boy, just drawing a dude. And I look at him, and he doesn't even have a face or hair, but I can tell, like, by how they drew the muscles. I'm like, do you watch Dragon Ball? And they're always like, yeah. Like, it's like they got caught because they clearly learned how to draw muscles by drawing Goku. And people have gotten very good at emulating, you know, like, a Toriyama's art style. But there's just something about being the one that prompts a bunch of people to try to emulate your art style, you know? Like, I don't see anyone trying to emulate, stuck in a fantasy world with my cell phone, you know? Because it's just trying to copy what is the popular aesthetics these days, so it's stuff like No Game, No Life, and stuff like Sword Art Online. Whatever's popular always prompts copycats. And it's just, I feel like we need to get to a stage where a new big popular thing starts to prompt copycats. I think a big shift will also be a shift in, genre. Obviously there's always been isekais, but Sword Art Online really kicked off a big isekai boom. And I think we're running out of ways to just retread the exact same goddamn thing. Freerun might be it, honestly. I think with Freerun and Delicious in Dungeon being so popular, that might be kind of the direction people start taking. A little bit more, like, softer art styles and fantasy settings without it being isekais or harems. I think that's gonna be kind of the direction we start to see anime kind of head in towards for right now, but, you know, I can't say anything for certain. OG Trigun is your favorite looking anime? It's a good looking one. If I had to just say favorite looking, I gotta say Cowboy Bebop. I love Cowboy Bebop. I adore it. I'm in love with Spike Spiegel, and you know what else? I'm also in love with the villain from the movie. I haven't seen the movie, though. But I've seen the villain, and I'm like, goddamn, he's the perfect man. Have you seen him? I'm gonna Google him so you guys can see him. But, yeah, I think if I had to just pick one favorite anime aesthetic, it's gotta be Cowboy Bebop. What the fuck am I Googling? Right. Cowboy Bebop. His name is Vincent, which I thought was hilarious, because I'm like, hee, that's my cat's name, ha. Oh my gosh, he's perfect. He's the perfect man. Hang on, let me, oh, I don't want that one. Hang on. I gotta get either a PNG or a JPEG. But I want it to be a good one, you know? I gotta actually watch the movie and spend the whole time trying to not just be like slapping Alice and look at how handsome he is. Alright. Let's see if loading this one works. Hang on, I need more water. Don, shaping up to be a big standout animation-wise. I'm not surprised. I think that guy, I don't know the mangaka by name, but he's got a good couple. Like, this is not his first soiree in anime or manga. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who made Goodnight Poon Poon, if you're familiar with that. So I'm not too surprised that it's kicking off. Moreover, I'm surprised that people haven't adapted his manga before. This is the villain from the Cowboy Bebop movie. His name is Vincent, and oh my gosh, I'm in love with him. He's the perfect man. In every way. He's got like cool long hair. So I'll just put him back there. He can be right next to Zevlor. I rearranged my whole like layout to have a like a wall of posters of husbands behind me. That'd be actually kind of hilarious. Watch someone meet a guy named Vincent who wears black and has her cat's personality. My cat's personality can be summed up basically as emoji of a smiley face, and then mama, and that's it. Other than that, it's no thoughts, head empty. He just likes his mama, and he likes to sleep. And if mama's not home, then I want to be on mama's bed. He looks like Spike if his life was considerably more troubled. Yeah, that seems to be a general idea with him, I think. But again, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't say anything for certain. But, I already liked Spike, and then they just basically made Spike with a long black coat, wearing a black, like, dress, like, vest, and also gave him long black curly hair, and it's like, wow, that's perfect. So, like, a himbo? No, Vincent's not a himbo. He's a little dummy. He doesn't have brain cells anymore. Not since he had a big fall and he pooped himself. And ever since then, he's just a little slow. He's my little slow guy. Goodnight Poon Poon's a different guy. Aw, oh, dang it. They make me feel the same way, you know? They exist in the same place in my head. No, because himbo, there's a lot of other things that go into being a himbo. Himbos they're like dudes, you know, they're big guys, and they respect women. They do, even though they don't really know how, but they do respect women. and it's, I don't know, it's not like there's no bravado. Johnny Bravo is a himbo, and Vincent is nothing like Johnny Bravo. Vincent is ace and gay and slow on the uptake and likes his mom. So, long story short, not the kind of guy I'm interested in. I'm running out of water. Vincent is based and gay. Well, I said ace, but he is pretty based too. I must say. He's down there. That's why I'm looking over there. He's over there. But yeah, I ought to wrap up soon. Uh-oh, free up storage space. My computer's running low on storage. Hey, thank goodness I got that, external hard drive. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Why did my music stop? What happened to half of my songs have vanished? What happened? Oh man, everything's falling apart. Alright, I think I need to stop the stream. Did stream already stop? Am I streaming right now? Can anyone tell? Alright, well, I need to stop because my computer's falling apart. So, bye. Time and space are falling apart. Oh no. Alright, so yeah, that's alright. Adios. I'll see you on the flip side. Exciting, exciting stuff. Vincent was too much for my computer to handle, it seems. Uh-oh. I'll handle that. Don't worry. Goodbye, goodbye, adios. Make smart choices.